Hello people of Earth, I am Gamma Exia, and welcome to the Game Store Tournament Episode 5. We have Yugioh versus Jessica Snow, a runner-up versus the champion from the last season. Let's begin the duel. And welcome to Round 2, Match 2. We have Yugioh versus Jessica, a very much similar match from the last season for Yugioh, who won, and the second place going to Jessica. But let's see if history repeats itself. Let's begin the duel. And we've already got one of Jessica's newest monsters that helps her fuse into Soul Hunter, the Lord of the Lamp. And it looks like Yugioh's already getting his monsters out using the Golden Sarcophagus, sending the Black Pen to the Banish Zone. And we already had something activate, and we had Wabaku protecting the Lord of the Lamp. But we got Red Skullbird, but that goes to the grave, thank you to widespread ruin. And the Spirit Wind Darts sends Corey Dragon to the bottom of the deck, but Lord of the Lamp does go to the grave. And we got another card face down on Jessica's side, and we got Monster Reborn bringing back Red Skullbird into attack, and we've got the Wind Guardian the Fortress #1 attacking. Now, to be honest, if Jessica does lose lose both of these matches, her deck will be the next one to be updated for season 3 or 4, depending if she comes back in season 3. And Golden Sarcophagus activates using bringing back Black Pendant from the Banish Zone. And Jessica loses a lot of life points in that match, leaving her with only 3,200 life points, with only Yugioh losing only 1,000. But we've got the Blue Wingy Crown attacking. Sadly to say, if she doesn't have reinforcement face down, she's not going to last much longer. But sadly to say, Red Skullbird's going to be more powerful, being 2,550. And sadly to say, with Giant Soldier of Stone doing 1,300, it only leaves Jessica with 950 life points. And we've got Tuskegee attacking for doing only 150. Sometimes I question the AI, are they just doing it for the damage? Shouldn't it be played more for the defense? But sadly, we've got Mystic Tomato summoning, but reinforcements activate, and it's sadly too late. Now it's too late. And Yugioh wins the first match. I'll meet everyone in match 2. And we bring you match 2. Now, Jessica needs to win this to do the tiebreaker. If not, Yugioh moves on to round 2, facing Mr. Clown. Let's begin the duel. Like I said, I feel like Jessica needs her deck very much upgrading because her deck is still season 1. But then again, Yugioh's deck season 1. And I really haven't changed nothing but increased the fusion monsters. And sadly to say, Mystic Tornado's just gone to the grave, but Fisher destroys Black Land Fire Dragon. But sadly to say, the first damage does go to Jessica for 500 damage. But Yugioh's life points is 6,600. And we've got Brain Control, giving up 800 to do 1,400. Not how I would have done it, but that's Yugioh. And we've got Nimitori, but we've got Castle Wall, increasing the attack defense. And the life points are actually even at the moment, but Yugioh does need to summon a monster with... Oh, and sadly to say, he didn't get a defensive monster. Ironically, Yugioh does have 2 of the strongest defensive monsters, being Mystic Elf and Giant Soldier of Stone. But without them on the field, Yugioh's taking a lot of dive point damage, leaving him with only 3,500. And we've got Morphin Jaw. Will that help? Or will that help Jessica in the long run? Let's find out. And we've got Nimitori attacking the jar. 5 cards. Ooh. Why did And we've got another 1,400 damage. But it looks like Jessica did get a fusion monster, which is probably good thing for Yugi. We've got Corby Dragon and the Black Pendant joining forces. But we've got Widespread Ruins going to the grave. But Black Pendant does 500 damage to Jessica. But sadly to say, the monsters are stacked against Yugi in this match. So the Widespread Ruin just saves him for one extra turn, but that one extra turn doesn't help. That means we go to the tiebreaker event. I see you there, boys and gals. We bring you the tiebreaker against Yugi versus Jessica to find out who goes to fight Mr. Clan in the next round. My odds, I have no idea, but I'm cheering for both of them. And sadly to say, Yugi's already bricked himself with his hand, but that hasn't given him no hope to give up. And we've got Red Skullberg coming out, but destroying by Trap-O. So Jessica's already lost one of her strongest monsters, but it looks like Yugi's just gained one of his strongest trap cards. But lucky enough, Red Skullberg joins Yugi's side with Black Pendant. This is how we beat her in the last match one. So we even need Mystic Typhoon to destroy Mirrorforce, or Jessica will be playing a very defensive duel. And we've got Lord of the Lamp getting destroyed, and Jessica taking a lot of damage, only leaving her with 250 life points, while Yugi's life point hasn't even been touched. And we've got Genie the Lamp destroying sadly to say that's not going to help him. Black Pendant does 500 damage, and Mirrorforce destroys Lord of the Lamp, leaving Jessica with only 1,750 life points. Sadly to say, this duel has ended quick, but it has shown you why Yugi's deck is nothing to laugh about, while Yugi uses Red Skullbird to finish off Jessica. So I'll meet everyone in round match 3. See you then. Yugi moves on to face Mr. Clan in round 3, but in the next match we have Duke Devlin versus Seto Kaiba. Let's begin the duel. And we got Duke Devlin versus Seto Kaiba. Let's begin the match. Now my predictions in this match, I'd actually go with Kaiba because he has the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, but Orgoth the Relentless on Duke's side shows a lot of promise as well, because Orgoth can get a lot more life points, tap points should I say, but it looks like Duke Devlin's hand is quite strong, and I've already planned to put Skull Dice down. But let's see what Seto does. And we've got Mystic Typhoon destroying Skull Dice, and we've got another giant match on in the field. We've got a Rat Party on the field. But Seto plays his 1 card face down. Let's see where it takes us off from there. And the both die. Oh, an enemy controller switches into defensive mode. So that means both Seto Kaiba. It means Giant Rat doesn't get destroyed. And we've got Battle Ox joining the field to get destroyed. And the first damage goes to Seto Kaiba by 150. Wait, what? And both Giant Rats go to the grave and summon themselves, maybe. And we've got Kajuku and Oni Tank joining the field. And to be honest, Duke field is already very strong in both attack and defense. But if Orgoth Relentless does get summoned, it might be bad news. And 250 goes to Duke Devlin, as their life points are near equal, or only 200 difference. Oh, and the chain powers up. The giant Darkback goes to the grave, and Mystic Horseman destroys Dark Assailant. But the worm monster, I can't remember what it was called. Wicked Worm returns to the hand. And sadly to say, Carbon needs another monster out to actually deal damage. More than 1,800. I've got Lajin, the genie of the lamp. That means the duel stalled for a little while. But sadly to say, that doesn't work out because Fisher destroys Lajin. And 1,800 life points deals damage to Seto Kaiba, leaving him with 4,050 life points. And we got a face down card. Now, his deck is Season 1. That means he doesn't have the Crush card rival, and he doesn't have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I think I said that in the last match he did, but I'm not 100% sure. And Kaiba's playing very defensively now, but sadly to say, Duke Devlin's not, and he's got his boss monster out. That means Seto Kaiba needs to actually destroy the monsters quickly to make sure Duke doesn't summon his monster. And we got Soul Exchange, and we got a face down card, which is slightly confusing. So, I'm just trying to remember what I put in Kaiba's deck, and I don't remember having him face that Judge Man. But Wabaku stops it. That means the Dark Titan of Terror doesn't do any damage. Sadly to say, the dice are not with Duke Devlin today, but Summon Dice might change that. And it switches in defensive mode. What does that? Oh, sadly to say, he didn't get the numbers he needed. But it looks like Seto Kaiba is doing a lot of damage. And Seto Kaiba deals damage, leaving Duke with only 1,450 life points. And we got Strike Ninja destroying Giant Rat. And Giant Rat brings his Totsumi Giant into attack mode. And we'll probably have to actually see more of cards. And we've got Suggy the Dark Clown. But Strike Ninja activates the special ability disabling. And sadly to say, Strike Ninja goes to the Banish Zone, and the first match goes to Seto Kaiba with the final attack. So we go on to match 2. We bring you match 2, Duke versus Seto. So Duke needs this win to do with the tiebreaker. But if not, Seto either faces Fortuno or Kai Fitzpatrick. But let's begin the duel. But like again, my bets are on Kaiba for winning. Duke's deck is not really built for handling big, powerful monsters. But we've got Fisher destroying Lagin, and we've got only tank summoning, but that's going to the grave as well. But we do have Orgoth in the hand. That does come in handy, as Cold Dice gets destroyed yet again to Mystic Typhoon. And we've got the Wicked Worm. Yeah, the Wicked Worm Beast. I was right. But Wicked Worm Beast does return to the hand as Duke takes the first damage of the duel. I'm gonna get the spaceship. The spaceship has been summoned on Duke's side of the field, and we've got Wicked Worm Beast attacking for 200, dropping Duke Devlin's life points to 6,400. But Wicked Worm Beast does return to Kaiba's hand, and we got the Dark Assailant attacking for 1,200. Leaving Kaiba's life points to 5,600. And we've got Wicked Worm Beast joining the field yet again to dealing 200 life points. Really, Kaiba really needs to summon a monster that doesn't return to his hand. And we got 13 of the Grave attacking for 1,200, leaving Kaiba with only 4,400 life points. And placing down Mystic Typhoon and Dice dice flow. And 13 of the grave go to the grave, but Wicked Were Beast returns to the hand for the third time. And sadly to say, Duke hasn't got lucky and summoned another monster. And we got the Wicked Worm Beast attacking again for 1,400. It's a flourish, a deja vu in this match. But Carb is actually throwing monsters away now. And sadly to say, Duke hasn't summoned, wasn't able to draw a monster. He needs either Pottery, Monster Reborn, or anything. And Wicked Worm Beast attacks for another 1,400 life points. But activating dice and Mystical Storm destroys the face down card. And Stop Defense goes to the grave. And Dice Tornado goes to the grave as well. And Wicked Worm Beast returns to the hand yet again. Oh. And Duke has summoned Giant Rat to do 1,400 life points, leaving Kyber with 3,000 life points. And we've got Wicked Worm Beast and Fish and a Wicked Worm Beast with 1,400 life points, leaving Duke with only 1,800 life points remaining. And sadly to say, Duke hasn't able to summon another monster just yet, while his life points are low, and Wicked Worm Beast joins me for the 5th or 6th time. So Duke only has 400 life points left, while Kyber only has 3,000. And we've got 13 of the grave attacking for 1,200. This might be the last battle that Duke sees today. And we got Mystic Horseman, a different monster. And we got Reinforcements, sadly to say. And Graceful Dash, we need a 6. We need a 6, we need a 6, we need a 6. We've got 5. And sadly to say, first into the grave goes down the grave, leaving Duke with only 300 life points left. And we got Strike Ninja. But we got Negate Attack. Oh, call it like a high tension duel for near the end of it. And we got Battle Ox joining the field, but Strike Ninja activates his special ability, but that means it goes to the Banish Zone. And the duel is over. This means Kyber either faces Fortuno or Kai Fitzpatrick. But let's go to the next duel. See you then. Kyber moves on to round 3. Now let's see who wins. Fortuna versus Kai Fitzpatrick. It's time to duel. We bring you match 4 with Fortuna versus Kai Fitzpatrick. Now Fortuna is using his newer deck, so hopefully Kai can actually beat him. But I don't know who's going to win, but my hope is Fortuna. But Kai does have a strong burn deck. A strong fire deck, should I say. And we got the Flame Assailant in attack mode with a face down card. And it looked like Fortuna already has his boss monster. And Snakehead gets 1,000 extra power boost, but that's not going to stop him. But Black Panda does deal 500 damage. Then Snakehead did another 5,000 damage, taking Kai's life points down to 1,000, down to 7,000. And we've got Maneater Treasure Chest attacking, and with Snakehead doing 1,000 damage. But look at the Firefox returns to the field in defensive. And we've got the Spirit of the Flame destroying Snakehead. And Black Pendant does another 5,000 damage, 500 damage to Kai Fitzpatrick, leaving him with only 4,500. But sadly to say, we don't have, for some reason, Fortuno's not using his boss monster. But we've got Dust Tornado destroying Widespread Ruin. And looks like Kai's also out of monsters as well. And sadly to say, the cards are not with Kai today, as Fortuna has this deck in a stranglehold. And we get Fortuna's boss monster. Now, every time a spell card is played, Fortuna's magical marionette. That's it. Every time a spell card is played, it gains 200 attack points. And we've got Big Eye joining the field, destroying the Firefox. But lucky enough, UFO Turtle will not give up ground as another UFO Turtle summons, but loses 800. But Kai loses 800 life points, and Firefox rejoins the field. Sadly to say, the only card that would have stopped him would have been the Fire Phoenix, the Kai Fitzpatrick's boss monster. I'm really having a strange losing the memories at the moment. And we have the Man-Eater treasure box just doing 9 points, but Fortuna does actually take the first win of the match. So I'll meet everyone in match 2. And we bring you match 2, Kai Fitzpatrick versus Fortuna. Now, Kai needs this win to do a tiebreaker, but if Fortuna wins, he goes to face Seto Kaiba. It's time to duel. And bloody hell bells. It looks like Fortuna already got his boss monster in his hand. And we got Snakehead joining the field. And we got UFO Turtle attacking, with Kai losing only 100 life points to summon the second one. And losing another 100 points to summon out another one. And another 100 life points to summon out Flame Assailant. But we do have Spirit of the Flame joining us as well. But we get the boss monster already, and Spirit of the Flame goes to the grave. I think this is the fastest time we've got a boss monster out on the field in the tournament. And we've got respectful play, that means both opponents must show each other's hand. And we've got Nightmare Steel Cage. It means for 2 turns nobody can actually attack. And we've got Magical Ghost joining the field as well. And it looks like we've got Dark Flame Soldier number 1 joining the field. And sadly to say, this means if why did you attack that first, you dum-dum? And Kai Fitzpatrick's just played a bad just a bad move. But it's still clever enough that he should have really attacked the boss monster first. And Trap Hole destroys Ruivan to the grave. Dark Fire Soldier number 1 goes to the grave. Lucky enough, no other spell cards have been activated, powering up the magical. I've just said his name once. Magical Marionette. But and he's just lost Widespread Ruin and Possibly and one other UFO Turtle. Now it very defensively played, but just remember in the last goal he played very defensively until the end, until he lost most of his. He was bricking himself, and Kai Fitzpatrick's down to 3,300. The only way he's going to win this if he gets Monster Reborn. And we've got Dark Soldier number 1 in attack, destroying Witchy Phantom. Got Morphin Jar. Big Eye joins the field. Magical Net destroys Dark Flame Soldier number 1. Leaving Kai Fitzpatrick with only 1,400 life points remaining. It looks like Kai can hold out the door for a little longer, but how long we do not know. That means no more battles this turn. A Mystic Tornado destroys reinforcement, but that does mean a £200 power boost to Magical Minette. What was? And sadly to say, Kai's just given the match to Fortuno. I wonder if we're going to see Magical Minette. And we've got Forced Surrender allowed to look to one opponent and shuffle it back into his hand. And the winner, who's going to face Seto Kaiba, is Fortuna. This means Fortuna will be fighting Seto Kaiba in round 3. I'll see you then. Fortuna goes on to round 3 to face Seto Kaiba, but that is it for now. Bye.